to get above all of these competitors, right? And it's the push notifications. Push notifications are the secret sauce here. I know everyone here can read. Game changer for sure. There's no question about it, right? And so ultimately, I'm not going to read this to y'all. I know that we're all adults, but push notifications get higher engagement.
Because the management and transparency is what's very important. So once you submit a referral, you're going to have your own Home Advantage account, and it's going to tell you where everything sits. So if you have 10 referrals that you've sent into the network, it's going to give you all 10 referrals. It's going to tell you every milestone that client is sitting in, whether they're touring homes, whether they're in escrow. And you now can manage through the Home Advantage application as far as what your pipeline looks like for the referrals that you've sent. And so it's pretty sophisticated, and it's all click of a button, guys.
What's up, Randy?
Oh man, just enjoying beach life. I haven't seen you in a while, Nick. What's good in your world?
Hey man, things are good. I'm lots of good things. We could talk about that, or we could talk about Ruuster. You let me know.
I am here to educate today. I'm excited about this because I think if you could real quick give me a screen share permissions, that would be super lovely.
And then you can I'm excited about this. You can explain to us why there's a baby behind you throwing or holding money.
Well, first of all, let me point out my favorite detail is it's both American dollars and euros. So this guy is a world traveler, not just US dollar bills, but euros. And I will tell you exactly why this is here, because it gets people's attention. You know what doesn't get people's attention? A boring list of features of what your product does. So you're paying attention to the baby, but you wouldn't care if I had something else on here.
Jake says that's you as a baby. That's Jake, good. I hadn't heard that one. Yeah,
I was blonde as could be as a baby, but not a single blonde hair on my head now.
Dude, well, welcome to the show. You're wrapping this up, and
that's exciting.
You're the only one that doesn't have a gift. Damn it! So,
oh no, I do have a gift. That's not true.
Oh, what is it?
I'm gonna wait until the end.
Yeah, wait until the end. Hey, go ahead.
I'm gonna wait until the end because it may not be the best gift by traditional standards, but I can guarantee you it will be the most unique gift that has never been given away ever before on LabCoatAgents.
Oh, okay. All right, you've got our attention. Go.
Excellent. So yeah, like I said before, I'm here to talk about consumer trends because they matter, because real estate is a contact sport, and I'll elaborate more, even though we've all heard that before. Ultimately, what I want to talk about today is meeting clients where they are, right? Going to the place that your clients are going to be. I think we're all familiar, and if you're not, look it up, the Wayne Gretzky quote, he was so good because he didn't go where the puck was, he anticipated where the puck was going to be and he would skate there. So he was always one step ahead of all the other players because he was very talented at anticipating where the world is going, right? Or where the puck is going. And what I want to talk about today is, where are your clients going? Where are your buyers and sellers and homeowners and prospects, and where are they digitally, and how can we engage with them? So that's the topic for today.
Let's go, man. Take us where you want to take us.
Absolutely. So where are they? Where are consumers today? Globally, it's pretty evident. And if you've ever been in public in the last decade, you've seen people are glued to their pocket computers. People love their phones. You can see just under 57% of all online traffic this year has been through a mobile device. Your consumers are consuming information through their phones. And the uptrend here has been pretty aggressive You can see, just going back a decade ago, consumers were only using their phone 17% of the time for online traffic, right? But this has grown aggressively. I think we took a little bit of a dip so far this year just because less and less of the world is locked down on COVID. But what I will show you in this very next slide is the United States, particularly, is more obsessed with their mobile device than the rest of the world. The United States is obsessed. Just under 68% of all online traffic comes from the mobile device. And this is information, actually, if y'all don't know me, I know Nick and Tristan does, but for those of y'all watching that we've never interacted before, one, thank you for being here. Two, my background in the real estate space is working for a few other companies that were more deliberately involved in online advertising. And we knew years and years ago that online advertising, mobile advertising, would generate leads at a lower cost per lead than desktop-based advertising. So ultimately, this has been a very evident trend, and this is where all your people are. So it's important to be aware.
Look, you're not going to mention it, but we met Randy when he worked at Sync, and then he switched over to Chime, which we had earlier on, and now he's with Ruuster. And towards some part of this presentation, you'll see what Ruuster is. But dude, I love this so far. I love stats and numbers, so this is good to see.
Yeah, stats and numbers are my favorite thing. So if you're not a stats and numbers person, I'll try to weave in some stories. But ultimately, this is really undeniable. So my point before is I'm here to educate y'all today, and I'll give you the quick TLDR on Ruuster at the very end. But I want y'all to walk away knowing more than what you knew before you joined us. So 68% of people are on their phones, and to weave in a story right now, think about this. When people are watching Netflix, are they watching Netflix or on their phone scrolling through social media with Netflix on in the background? When people are laying in bed before they go to sleep at night, do they whip out their laptop for one last scroll, or do they pull their phones out? Right? Yeah. It's terrible. At the dinner table, you got to get people to put their phones away. When you go out in restaurants, people are just glued. It'd probably be a really good job to get into is working on backs and eyes, because everyone's hunched over with their phone right here. So if real estate doesn't work out for y'all, that's my recommendation for the next budding industry. But why? What is it about the app? What is it about phones that are so addictive? And ultimately, it's convenience and our gluttony towards convenience. Mobile internet access, right? Telephones are not new, right? People have had cell phones for a really long time. My first cell phone had a flashlight built into it, and I thought I was the coolest kid on the block.
That's funny.
But with the advent of smartphones and internet access, people are obsessed with the convenience that comes with having things on your phone, browsing the internet, mobile banking. I don't think people realize how big of a deal mobile banking is. Back before the last several months where we had the banks collapse, the last bank collapse that we had happen took several weeks. So I think it was like the Bank of Washington or something. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it took 2 weeks for that bank to collapse because mobile banking didn't exist. For First Republic, for Silicon Valley Bank, all of these banks that collapsed, it took a matter of hours. Why? Because people were terrified that they were going to lose their money. They pulled up their phone app, and they switched it to one of the big four, right? So mobile banking is wildly convenient. Social media, wildly convenient, right? The infinite scroll that comes with social media.
That's
maps. Who gets in the car today knows exactly where they're going, but puts the location in a GPS app just in case. I do. I may know exactly where I'm going, but I pull Waze up because Waze is awesome with Nancy does. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate your honesty. I know more people do here. But Waze is going to tell me if there's going to be traffic, and it will give me alternate suggestions. I know all of the various ways to get where I'm going, but I don't know if there's going to be traffic or not. But my pocket computer does. Food delivery, right? During COVID, Uber Eats became profitable. Why? Not because they offered good deals, right? They price gouge you. If you compare the menu price to the Uber Eats price, they're going to charge you double for the same thing. But you can sit there on your phone, on your couch, and get your favorite Thai meal delivered to you and not just have to do delivery pizza. So there's all forms of messaging apps. Oh, excuse me. Instacart, there you go. Carla loved Instacart, right? There's an Uber Eats, Instacart. How many are there? I mean, there's an infinite number of places, of ways that you can order your food. Heck, I order my groceries on through an app on my phone now, right? Messaging platforms. You've got WhatsApp, you've got GroupMe, you've got Instagram Messenger, you've got Facebook Messenger, all that good stuff. And then email, of course, everyone knows what email is, and it's all conveniently done from your phone. And this convenience, really what I'm getting at here, why does the convenience matter? The convenience matters because it drives engagement, and you need engagement. Why do you have a property search website in your business? Is it because you like to look on your website, or is it because people engage there? And now that this person has come to my website, I'm going to call them. This person has not come to my website in a long time. I'm going to mass text them, right? You want engagement. Whether or not you know it, you want the data that comes with this engagement. And mobile apps have higher engagement rates than websites. They have higher engagement rates than even mobile-friendly websites, right? So the convenience drives the engagement that you are looking for. You are looking for it because it drives the data, and the data gives you informed decision-making on your follow-up. When you're in your Chime CRM, your Sync CRM, your Sierra, your FollowUpBoss, any of these CRMs, you are trying to drive engagement, you are trying to gather data, and you are trying to make informed decisions based off of that engagement. And just to give you an idea, right, of the time commitment people are making, is the average adult is committing 3.1 hours a day consuming digital media on their phone. That's over 10% of their day. That's probably 20% of their waking hours. So ultimately, that's 69% of their total media time. And I want y'all to remember these statistics. Yeah, that is a ton.
One of the questions is going to be a statistics number.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So
I lost.
If you want to win the coolest prize ever given away on LCA that has never been given away before, then you're going to want to remember some of these statistics. That's all I can say about that.
It's so good.
And the secret sauce here, why is it? Why is it, right? So first we introduced the smartphone. Then we had mobile-friendly websites. Then we had native apps. How do you choose between the 80 different apps you have downloaded on your phone on average, right? The average person has, Marco, we can call it a game changer.
Oh, you weren't on
secrets,
earlier when everybody, game changer was like the word that everybody used.
Oh, dude, you missed that. Game changer.
That was the word of the day.
That was the word of the day, the word of the week.
Oh, I failed y'all. Well, I was actually trying to make a Super Troopers reference out of this, but I couldn't figure it out. without it just being really, really bad. So I went with secret sauce. Um, but now that everyone has figured out mobile friendly websites matter, the average person has 80 apps on their phone. The average person uses 40 of those per month, right? Ultimately, how do you, through a sea of engagement, how do you stick out, right? Everyone here, whether they like it or not, is subscribed to an unlimited number of spam text campaigns. I get one text a day from a new number every day that tells me that President Trump has sent me a private message.
Hey, I never get private messages from President Trump.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but apparently that is the campaign that I've been subscribed to, right?
Weird.
So I get, and I saw I was with Ricardo the other week at Inman. He showed me that he had 1,000 unread text messages on his phone.
Dude.
1,000 unread text. You know, the odds of him going through and reading all of those is actually zero, absolute zero, right? No, nobody would. I thought I had a lot because I had 200. So ultimately, how do you get above all of these competitors, right? And it's the push notifications. Push notifications are the secret sauce here. I know everyone here can read. Game changer for sure. There's no question about it, right? And so ultimately, I'm not going to read this to y'all. I know that we're all adults, but push notifications get higher engagement. You can see push notifications open rate is 90% versus emails 23% open rate. I actually thought that was a little bit high. I know specifically in real estate, open rates for property emails are higher than the average, right? So 23% can be right on track. But when you talk about 2 out of 10 people opening your emails versus 9 out of 10 engaging with your notifications, what would it mean? Just think about your business right now. What would it mean if 9 out of 10 people engage with you instead of 2 out of 10? Like, that's a very real material number that can change the business. Lower spam rates, right? Karen called it out. I get those private messages from Trump because I'm on some spam list. Push notifications you don't get spam push notifications. You download an app because you specifically wanted that app and you want the messaging from it. Does that make sense? Right?
Totally.
I didn't accidentally download an app that I didn't want, but I might have accidentally put my phone number in a form because I wanted something else and it tricked me. And now 3/4 of all my text messages are spam. And we're all familiar with this: reply, stop to cancel. If you have a mass texting service, because of the laws and regulations involved with protecting consumers, you're going to fill out your message of what you want the program to say, and legally they're going to have to add reply stop to cancel or reply stop to unsubscribe at the bottom of it. And that looks like a bot. It doesn't look like a legitimate person intentionally decided to send me this specific message, right? But a push notification doesn't get sent on accident. It doesn't look like a bot. And it's ultimately something that people have already shown a desire and indication to interact with. And the thing is, you cannot send push notifications if you don't have a mobile app downloaded. You can't do it from a mobile friendly website. You can't do it from any other technology. The only technology that allows you to send push notifications will be native mobile apps. So welcome to the attention economy. You may have not heard this word before. If you haven't, please Google it. Next time you're scrolling through Instagram, stop, wait, remember, Randy from Ruuster told me to Google, what is the attention economy? This is what we're dealing with. Specifically, it became popularized by social media, right? Instagram, Facebook, the app formerly known as Twitter, TikTok, they all want your attention. You don't have to pay to use them. You don't have to pay to use most services. But ultimately, they're all vying for your attention, because attention in the 21st century, 22nd century, whatever we're in by now, attention is a scarce resource, and a person only has so much of it. So you may not be selling the same products. You aren't, right? You are a service, you're a real estate expert, you're a professional, a guide to help someone buy and sell their home. But ultimately, that person can only invest so much attention. I have 24 hours of my day. I have 3 hours of my day that I'm on my phone looking at things. Even if I want to buy and sell, if my attention is getting sucked up by something else, I can't afford to pay it to you. Just like with Ruuster, we don't compete with RedX at all. In fact, I thought that presentation was phenomenal. I screen shared, I captured, I did a little screenshot of several different of those screens because I want to share them with some people. But RedX is not free and Ruuster is not free. We don't compete with each other at all, but you only have so much money, so you can only pay for one or pay for the other. And attention works in the exact same way. Does that make sense?
Totally, dude.
I may want to. I want to buy and sell my home, but if my attention is getting sucked away from you, I'm going to give it to what's providing me more valuable information, or at least catching me at the right moment. So you're not competing with just other agents. You're competing with literally everyone else in the world for your consumers' attention, and you have to find ways to get their attention, or else somebody else will. So the attention economy is totally fascinating, and we could spend way more time on this, but I just wanted to introduce this concept, and you now know where you can find people's attention. And real estate is a contact sport, but it's more than that. People have heard this before. I by no means came up with this. It's a great analogy. I was a football player, so this really rang home with me. Real estate is a contact sport, but this is my twist on it. I want to take it a step further with you. In contact sports, there are penalties, and you have to know about these penalties in order to actually play these sports. In football, my sport, if I hit a wide receiver too soon, before the ball got there, it's a penalty. If I hit the quarterback after he's thrown the ball, it becomes a penalty, right? And in this contact sport of real estate, there are penalties for contacting someone too soon, and there are penalties for contacting someone too late. If you contact them too soon, then they're not ready to go, they're not ready to buy, and now you have to contact them again when they are, or sell, right? If you contact them too late, they've already transacted. So timing is a part of a contact sport. So you're not only responsible for getting in touch with people, but getting in touch with them at the right time. How do you do that? You track, you get their attention, you track their activity, and you engage with them when they are at their peak activity levels. So ultimately, I'm not going to go nearly as long as RedX because I'm not as well spoken, but that is a primer on consumer trends, the attention economy, and what you need to do. Ruuster, how do we help you with that? We build VIP client portals. We build native mobile applications that can also be accessed on your desktop. But these are native mobile apps that are white labeled to you and your business. So it's not the Ruuster app that you're sharing with your client, because we don't have any brand value, right? And this is an important concept too. The consumer does not know who Ruuster is. They do not care who Ruuster is, and that's fine. That's not our interest. But they do know that your client does know Nick. The client does know Tristan. They know you, right? They know Karen and everyone else on this call today. When you invite them to download your client portal, it's so much more than just another real estate app. It's, hey, this is my VIP client portal. This is the best way to search for homes because I had it built specifically for our market. It's the easiest way to get in touch with me directly because of the in-app messaging. If you need to get your home value, you can find that there as well. And any of the vendors you're going to need for this transaction, you can find it directly inside the portal. You don't need to go to Google. You don't need to go to Angie's List. You can find them there, whether it's financing, insurance, inspection, whether it's a contractor, electrician, a plumber. You as the Ruuster client get to plug in your very own specific vendors that you recommend so that you are building out your very own Nick Baldwin's Angie's List. So you are able to convert more clients that you speak with on the front end, and you are able to retain more clients on the back end because you are offering a way to maintain their attention and drive engagement pre and post transaction. So if you're interested in learning more, doing a demo, by all means, check us out, ruuster.com, RUUSTER.com. And that's the quick little primer on Ruuster.
All right, dude. Well, let me show you back end really quick integration with FollowUpBoss so people can kind of visualize.
Oh yeah, this is bonus content.
Yeah, this is you. This is Randy. What's up, Randy?
What's up?
And then it's built in to FollowUpBoss over here on my right. So I have full MLS search right here. I can search for properties. I'm in Malibu, so I can search for properties here. I can do map view. I can do save search. I can simply go back, and this is my view as the actual agent. I can see all the client activity really quick. I can message him. I can do everything I want from here. And on top of that, there's a lot of other things you can do. But what he was talking about, I can invite the client if he wasn't invited yet. If I were to go back to, let's say, a new client we've got, let's go to Blanca Johnson. We haven't invited her right here, but we certainly can, right? So that's how that works on the back end of everything. When you have access to this, you can also build out a whole list of vendors. So one of the ways we're using it is we're charging our vendors to belong to our app. So in essence, we're making money from the app. Sorry, Randy, we're making money from
No,
the app.
please do. I suggest it. I've got one more thing. You keep
Go
going,
ahead.
and then I have our giveaway to announce.
Okay, and then the other piece to this is now because we have all of our vendors on here, electrician, plumber, these are our top people, lender, whoever it is. Now the call sounds a lot different to our database, our core sphere, core past clients. Hey, Randy, it's Tristan. Listen, I just finished handing out a great plumber to Nick, and I was thinking of you. I'm going to send you over a link to our app. This way, if you have any questions about who to use locally, it's all right there for you. All right. I'm going to text it over to you right now. And that's how it works. So Randy, that's what we're building out.
No, I love it. I think that's really crucial. When you're talking about keeping your homeowner's attention post-transaction, what's important to them? Needing a plumber when they need one, needing an electrician when they need one, needing a locksmith. By putting that into the Tristan and Associates app, they can pop open the app when they need it, and they will need it, but they don't know when. I didn't know I was going to lock myself out of my house today, but now I'm panicking and I don't want to call a stranger.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh,
you know, and no one does. No one ever plans on actually locking themselves out of their home, but when they do, their only course of action is calling a stranger they found on Google to come break open their house for them. Right. Rather than calling a stranger, I like Tristan. I trust Tristan's recommendations. I'll open up his app, go into his local service provider. Oh, he has a locksmith, Lisa Locksmith here. I'll call her directly from the app. And now Tristan gets notified that Randy was ill prepared and locked himself out of his house today. And now Tristan can call me and say, hey, did Lisa Locksmith answer the phone? Think about that experience. I mean, just think about the moment of panic that person is in when they're locked out of their house. They got a call from their agent asking, hey, are you okay? Did you get in touch with a locksmith? Do you need a ride somewhere? Can I be helpful? Can I send you an Uber? When before in the history of real estate have you ever had that experience? Or have you had the opportunity to give someone that experience? Ultimately, we want to help you own the client experience, and we think that goes a long way in doing it. So ultimately, find out more at ruuster.com, RUUSTER.com, and be prepared for what is the first ever giveaway of its kind on
All right, I'm
LCA.
ready. We're ready.
ready?
Nick, you ready?
Some people give away free leads. Some people give away free subscriptions. We
What
give
do you-
away food
What?
torches.
What?
If you want a beautifully
Oh my
charred
God.
steak or creme brulee, we have got the absolute
Cow.
giveaway for you.
I
Oh
actually
my God.
want one.
It's for real, Randy?
This is kind of cool.
How many
dude.
are you giving? Is this
Wow.
even legal to give away?
We're not, propane is not included. Propane is not included. We're just giving away the vehicle for delivering the fire.
Plus, I mean, come on, it's like saying our knives illegal, however you use them.
Yeah, knives aren't illegal.
It's-
Cutco knives are the coolest closing gifts ever.
Right. Listen, I want to cook my chicken with this thing. When are you going to send it to my house?
We gotta,
All right,
I gotta throw out the first question. The first question is, how many hours a day does the average adult spend consuming phone, digital media on their phone? Mike, Todd,
lost.
Mike, Ben. All right, we got our winners.
Wow, that was
Ben.
fast. Holy
That was
cow,
so
dude.
fast.
Woo. Okay. So, how do you want to collect their information here? You want to get their email there and then email them, or what does that look like?
Yeah, if y'all, man, what's the easiest way to do this?
Probably
you
grab
want to email me?
right there. Actually, yeah, put your email and they'll email you right now.
Yeah, how do I do
Randy's
this?
going to put his email. Make sure to email
Subject-
Randy so he can send you a
Subject line, food torch in all caps.
food torch.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
if you won, I need an Instagram video on how you're using this.
Yes. See, this goes in perfectly in line with RedX's presentation of, I just got this new food torch. Look at this delicious creme brulee that I just melted after my lovely charred steak.
Listen,
Wow.
dude, you actually surprised me. I like it, and I didn't expect this one. This is kind of
It
cool.
should be branded with Rooster's logo in there.
It should.
If we can find a way to do that, we will.
This is so good. At least you're cooking a rooster. I see one there.
Randy,
Do you?
Randy
Oh my
from Facebook said, Beth Kakara said, okay, never forgetting this presentation.
Yeah.
That's how you should end all of your presentations, Randy.
Hey y'all, I told you it was going to be the first ever gift
Food
on
torch
LCA
giveaway?
of all time. First ever food torch. Y'all wouldn't
Karen,
forget this.
look at Karen's comment. Karen, that's funny.
Definitely can't use it to light no, but you can use it to light like 9 candles at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, honey, I'm done. That's so
It was
good.
only fair. It was only fair to give a boring presentation like consumer trends, ending with a very exciting giveaway. So
That was awesome. I'm glad.
I think
I'm
it
glad
balanced out.
3 people paid attention to this. Randy, thanks so much, man. Everyone, go visit Rooster. Check them out. They integrate fully with FollowUpBoss. We've been with them since the very beginning, and we love them. So thank you so much, Randy. We appreciate you,
Love
buddy.
you. Yeah, thank you, Tristan. Thanks, Nick. We appreciate y'all.
See you, dude. Okay. Well, it's dinner time here on the East Coast, so I'm gonna jump off. I
Time
gotta
to
go
eat.
I gotta go pick up dinner. But
Have fun. What are you gonna get? Chicken?
no, well, yeah, but we're having, some Middle Eastern food, hummus and that type of stuff.
That torch would come in handy.
Well, I'm picking up the food. I'm not making it. I'm picking
Oh,
it up.
okay.
It's this place called Pita Way.
Pita Way.
Delicious. Yeah,
Ooh,
it's like Subway, but with Middle Eastern food. Like you go down the line and like tell them what you want. It's really
Dude, I've
good.
never heard. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's
I
only
like-
here in the Midwest.
I like that. All right,
So-
everyone. Thank you so much for jumping in. Really quick, give us a highlight for you, who you enjoyed listening to, or what you thought stood out for you as far as a lesson or something that you're going to apply. We had a great time we were actually texting the team and saying we should probably do this 2 times a year because it's so easy. It fits into everything we do.
Yeah,
And as
100%.
market shifts. This is perfect. So yeah, we'll be going to FubCon. We'll see you there. And so give us your takeaways really quick. So Nick can go and get some pita.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Pita away? Pita away? Is that what it was?
Pita away, yeah.
Pita away.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody. That was awesome. Lots of information, lots of good technology to experiment with and check out.
Getting a lot of good stuff. I like that. Some good feedback, role playing.
And by the way, if you could do us a favor, jump onto the LabCoatAgents Facebook page and leave a post saying how, whether you liked, tell us that you liked the event, and whoever missed it, missed out big time.
That's a great idea. That's a great way of creating FOMO. Thank you, everybody. Nick, awesome idea. Everyone, thank you for jumping in. Yes, you will get a recording of this to those that were here and those.
Oh
that
my God, we
registered.
forgot to hit record. Just kidding, guys.
Actually, I had to look, dude. You got me on that one. I was like, what? No, we didn't. Oh, crap.
Yo, gang.
Thanks, everyone. Nick, have a great night, my friend.
All right, see ya.